Hi, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance, where it's afternoon, late afternoon, and we want to speak to our friend Radzik of Kobila. Radzik Kobila. That is somewhere around here, walking around like a douchebag as usual.
God bless you. What troubles you?
And we want to talk to him about the nest of the vipers that we explored in the last episode.
I'm back from scouting, sir.
Excellent. What have you found out?
Wow, there's a lot of them.
There's an overgrown, ruined village in the woods where they're dug in.
That sounds like Pribyslavitz. It used to belong to Sir Divish before Havelmedic attacked and torched it, and then imprisoned Divish. It's been left abandoned ever since. I was hoping they wouldn't be so organized. Earthworks and fortifications. That's quite a different matter from routing some rabble out of the woods.
It's mostly bandits in the camp. They're not villagers with pitchforks, but not regular soldiers either.
No more than I expected. I have no fear of them, but underestimating the enemy can be fatal.
There aren't just bandits in the camp. There are Cumans too, quite a few of them.
Cumans, you say? Where the hell did they come from? Could Sigismund have left them there after he raised Skalitz? This is looking more and more serious.
I took a look at their arms and armor. They're not a proper army, but they're equipped quite well.
What about archers?
There's a few of them, and they're positioned well. If we charge them head on, they'll probably do us a lot of damage.
I don't like the sound of that. It complicates the situation. Dealing with them before the battle would be the best option.
They're making ladders in the camp? Didn't even recognize that. Oh, I didn't go up that one walkway that I wanted to walk up. Ah, that's stupid.
I tried to count them.
And how many of them are there? Bear in mind I'm relying on what you say. We'll have to call for reinforcements, and that's no simple matter. Every man that comes with us will be lacking somewhere else. And I don't want bandits pillaging some other town because there's no one left to mount a defense.
I killed a lot.
There's a few, but not enough to give us too much trouble.
We should be able to handle that if Sir Robard sent us a few men.
They're up to something in the middle of the camp. It looked like they were making several long ladders.
Ladders? That sounds like they're planning a siege. I like this less and less. On the other hand, we can use that to our advantage. If we can capture those ladders, we can use them to scale their own fortifications.
And I overlooked the most important part. I didn't go up the one way. I'm so stupid.
That's about all I saw, sir. I didn't notice anything else.
I
That's
noticed
all right.
quite a few
Did
things.
you manage any sabotage while you were there, as I asked you?
I managed to destroy some of their arrow supplies, so they'll have less ammunition.
Well done. That's just what we need.
That's all, sir.
Don't worry, Henry. You've proven yourself an excellent spy. I need you to go to Sir Divish in Talmberg and tell him to send Captain Robard and his men to our aid. There's not enough of us here in the camp.
You can rely on me, sir. What should I tell him?
Tell him to take half his men and march to Pribyslavitz. We'll meet there and mount an attack together.
All right, I'll get going.
And be quick.
That's
We've
too
no time to
much.
spare.
I killed them.
God be with you. God be with you.
Reputation gained and groschen gained. Sabotage the bandits before the battle begins. You fucking kidding me? Why was that fair? I always have to spin around until the horse magically appears. Okay, we're going to Talmberg. Will be night when we get to Talmberg. Great. I'm always so tempted to to make noises to the song, but I should stop that. I think that doesn't come along very well in the recording later. Okay, let's try to talk to them. Sir Divish should be in his tavern. Or did he move? No, he didn't. He'll be in his special room that was upstairs. I think all the way upstairs. I mean, we can try here. Not here. And it's all the way upstairs. Could be this room then. That's Sir Divish, yes. You can also lockpick his chest. Let's see if he had anything worthwhile to steal. Like this. Nope. Okay, let's talk to him.
God bless you. What troubles you?
God save, my lord. I hope things are peaceful in your fiefdom.
Peace? Peace is rare in these times. But right now I'm more troubled by politics than warfare.
What's wrong?
The monastery stalled the purchase of stone and everything connected to the building project. And now I find out it's because of the quality of the stone blocks, or so they say. I don't believe a word of it. It looks like profiteering to me.
What do they say is wrong with the stone?
Supposedly there was an accident when one of the stone blocks broke loose, fell, and killed someone. But the quarrymaster swears by all the saints it isn't possible. He says he sends only the best stone, and I believe him. He's reliable and an experienced quarryman.
Profiteering? What's the monastery trying to accomplish?
To lower the price. What else? We've already given them a fair price, and they still delay with payment. Or worse.
Worse? You mean they'll stop paying completely?
You could put it that way. They're looking for an excuse to back out of the contract and find another quarry where they'll be able to secure a more favorable deal.
And is anyone dealing with the problem?
Well, my chamberlain is in charge of it, as always. But all he's done is send them a letter. He says putting more pressure on the monastery could provoke them. Those are his words.
So there's nothing else that can be done?
I don't know. I've been thinking about taking a more direct approach. But I expect the chamberlain won't even hear of it. He'll just keep on sending them polite letters and hoping that does the trick.
I could help with this.
Do you think this is a job for you? You aren't even in my service.
I do serve Sir Radzig. He knows he can rely on me when he needs me, and I've never let him down.
This is true. So do you want to go to Sasau and ask about the stone?
Yes, I'll do it.
Good. I'd like you to ask about the stone and keep your ears open. See if they aren't talking about another quarry.
I'll do my best. Hopefully they'll talk to me.
They will. You ride in my name, so don't forget to remind them of it. Farewell.
The House of God is a new quest that we don't want to do now. Talk to Sir Divish? Ah yeah, that's completed. That's weird that they sometimes have the quest starter. Maybe that's if I ask the quest starter that appears if I ask a tavern guy.
Sir Radzig sent me with an important message. He asked for reinforcements.
He needs more men? What's going on?
The bandits and Cumans have set up camp in Pribyslavitz. They're preparing for something. Sir Radzig wants to mount an assault on them, but he doesn't have enough men.
Hang on. Easy now. From the beginning. What happened?
I managed to track down the camp of the bandits who raided Neuhof. But it's not just a gang of brigands, more like a small army in a fortified encampment. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm sure they're getting ready for something, and Sir Radzig wants to destroy them before they get a chance.
So it's worse than I thought. But Sir Radzig is right. We should do something about them before it's too late. I'll send my soldiers.
Sir Radzig said to take at least half of your men. We're to go to Pribyslavitz with them and mount an assault together.
All right then. Sir Radzig knows what he's doing. I'll muster the men and send them with Captain Robard in command. Would you lead my men there right now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
May God be with you in battle. Good luck.
The question is, do I get a save state? I'm pretty certain.
Radzig,
I'm glad to see you, Captain Robbart. I hope Henry's explained everything to you.
He did, but I find it hard to believe. Who could possibly put together such a significant military force, and right under our noses?
We'll just have to find out, but I don't think we will until after a battle. If we don't deal with them now, who knows what they'll be capable of in a week or two.
I agree entirely, my lord. What's the plan?
Right, lad. We're almost at the place you described. Now we'll have to advance cautiously. I need you to tell me how it looks around the camp, so I can decide which side to lead the attack from.
Sir, that's a big responsibility. I don't think I should...
I asked you a question, boy. You've been there and seen everything, so speak up.
There are 3 ways to get in. Directly along the straight path to the camp, the long way round through the woods and over an old weir, or by a narrow bridge over a deep ditch.
Let's start with the direct route. That sounds like the easiest approach. How does it look there?
That path leads round their battlements. It's fortified and patrolled. The chances are they'd shower us with arrows on the way.
It's a good thing you're here, Henry. We'll have to try another way then. What about the approach through the woods and the weir? I don't like the idea of marching such a long way over rough ground, but if it's the better option...
It's a long way through the woods, and there are patrols there as well. They'll call the alarm before we reach the camp.
I thought so. What about the last approach, over the bridge? It's a bit narrow for my liking.
It's narrow, all right, but once we get over, we can quickly occupy the best ground for a battle. We only have to take down a few archers.
The battleground sounds inviting, but that bridge and the archers... It's not an easy decision. Each option has its pros and cons.
Well, I try to answer to the best of my ability, sir.
And you'll be suitably rewarded for your efforts. From what you say, the route over the bridge is the best option. If we're fast, we'll have the advantage. With the help of God, we'll win this day.
Nest of Vipers completed. The Baptism of Fire.
We'll approach from the south and storm them over the bridge. Form up. Forward march.
Fight your way into the camp.
Forward march!
This is not the same way I approached it. This is not the bridge I meant. I thought you might...
To the bridge, quickly! Get to the other side, as many of you as possible! And hold your position there! Some of you take the left flank. We'll attack in 2 places at once. Not another step! Get ready!
Can you... it's so difficult to lose your lock on. So difficult to lose your lock on in an ordinary game like Dark Souls. You have to like press your thing once again.
Surprise is on our side! Charge them! Forward, march!
Forward where? This is not an army. There was one of my men in the... God, lose the lock on, please.
Get back!
Messed up the timing on a few of those blocks.
Forward! Move that wagon!
Ah, that was not the fighting situation I was supposed to enter. Move that wagon, okay. Okay, until now the fighting has gone well, where I have been included, but we'll see. It's always surprising to see how small the armies are in the Middle Ages, but that's true to what no one had, like a few thousand standing army. Not after the Romans. The Romans did have such a big army, but no one after that.
Go right, men! Go! Ways clear! Up and at them!
Do I have my sword out? Yeah. Deal with the archers and kill the Cuman commander.
Deal with those archers before we're all shot! Muster up! Forward, march! Yeah!
There was some weird hitch going on with it. Oh god! I was hit by nothing at all. I killed the archers. Supposed to kill the Cuman commander. Okay, let's see. For that we have to find him. Oh, not like that. Come on. Cuman commander is killed. That was the Cuman commander? Or I think my army killed. My army killed the Cuman commander. Fly through to the church, which is up there. I need map. Which church? Is there a church here?
Now to take the main camp. Get ready, men. This will be the toughest fight. March! Go, go, go!
Let's drink one of those great things. Marigold decoction. Drink. Until we're there, that should heal a bit. Yeah, it closed my body wound. We're waiting until either we get swarmed. Yeah, okay, we get swarmed.
Together! Advance! Halt! Stop where you are!
They did like a co-op parry. That was weird. I was parried, although he had his back to me. Weird stuff like that going on before, but it's always weird in this game. If there are multiple people fighting at once, but it's true to how combat is. Stuff gets weird if there are too many around. Don't like you, halberd people, but I know that you can't parry.
The camp is ours! Now to conquer the church! Bring a battering ram and smash down that gate!
Perk point and vitality. Bring a battering ram, they said.
Together and hold the line. Hold your ground.
Okay, we got them. One last guy. He dies. Okay, the ram is here. At least we're part of a battle that feels like a battle. That's rare in a game.
Harder! It's nearly done!
Can I help you?
There's more of them coming from below! What the hell? To your post! Defend this fucking hill! Prepare for the attack! Halt! Stop where you are! Yeah! Harder!
Don't pass.
I mean, the pathfinding is still a bit weird.
Hold your ground.
They're fleeing. Let's look at buffs, just because we got them. Something new for level 14? Don't remember. No. Let's just do scout, because I don't care for most of the things in main level. Strength, also make it fast. New for level 14 something? No. So we wanted mule. And vitality, something new for level... Which level did we reach? 12? Sprinter doesn't go. 12. Your health will regenerate gradually, does not apply during combat. You survive an otherwise fatal blow and your health will even regenerate by 20%, only activated once in combat. Last gasp. Take that. We might need it against Runt. Okay. Ready. A lot of loading involved here. There he is.
Stand your ground, you dogs! Drive them back!
He's fleeing into the woods. Oh. He wants a private combat in the church, on the rooftop of the church.
I will cleave you in two, you bastard.
Did I lose my shield again?
Tried before, and yet here I am. What? Who the hell are you? You don't remember me? I remember you, though. Oh, where's my fucking sword? What the fuck are you on about? What sword? Hang on. You're the... Fuck me. I thought we left you to the crows. Tough little fucker, eh? What did you do with my sword? Judging by our last encounter, I'd say you made a big mistake coming here. Where's my fucking sword? But then again, maybe you've had some practice. I hope so. Because last time was too easy.
I had a lot of practice. Where's my sword? My shield. Weapons. What do I have equipped? Shield and stinger. Great. That worked. Come on.
Fucker!
That was it. Already. That was fast. Nice. You're both good fighters.
Not bad for a peasant brat. It's not over yet, you scum. And where's my sword? What have you done with it? Talk, you bastard! I'll see you in hell.
Enough.
Tell me, do you hear me? Tell me what you've done with it!
I'd say you're flogging a dead horse there.
You took him down. On your own. Well done. Nice work. You surprised me. He was a mountain of a man.
He was the one who attacked Neuhoff. And stole your sword, sir.
The thought did cross my mind. What did he tell you? If we'd taken him alive, the executioner might have gotten more out of him. Oh well, these things happen in the heat of battle. Anyway, we found a trunk full of coin down below. Someone was paying this gang very well. And there were some of Sigismund's barbarians among them. I don't think we've seen the last of this. Whoever engineered it was highly placed. They won't give up after one defeat. This louse was just a pawn.
I'm afraid you're right, sir. Well, lad, we live to fight another day, eh? That's the fear leaving you, lad. Let it go.
They all have seen their first real battle and know how it feels.
Now, put it all behind you. A decent Christian shouldn't dwell on such horrors.
I beg to differ, sir. I never want to forget this. The time has come for those whoresons to pay for what they did to us.
You're right, my boy. But first, we all need some rest. We'll meet later in the upper castle in Rattay and then decide what to do next. But come what may, you did a good job today.
Please don't fast travel me back. I want to loot Rand. It's fast traveling me back, isn't it? It's loading. Of course it's loading.
I will make you pay for this. It's time for the next part of our plan. Give the word.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We see a guy with an interesting sword. Did you? I think that was the sword. It has the same guard. Same guard and pommel. We have our own room at Perkstein. Quest started. Question and answers. Go to the hall of the upper castle. So this should now have activated all the menus, man, all the DLCs, because every single one of them, Treasures of the Past, are the ancient maps that I followed 2 of so far, from the Ashes. After the main quest, Baptism of Fire. Enlist your help in rebuilding previous levels after the bandits. So Sir Divish, we have to speak to Sir Divish again. Then tournament, we did a few times. After questions and answers, the beginning of a new adventure with chances active at the end of the Capon quest line, which can be started after the main quest question and answers. Okay. After Baptism of Fire. Shortly after this point in the story, Sir Radzik will be found at the viewing point over Timework and later at Perkstein Castle in Rattay. So we get it from Sir Radzik, Band of Bastards. Okay. We unlocked 2 more possible DLCs to play. And I'm interested in the build up the thing DLC. Okay. So we have to go to the upper castle. Yeah. Okay. On my way there, I'm gonna try to repair all my stuff. I'm gonna see you then at the upper castle.
My lord, I'm afraid you were right when you said these hostilities wouldn't end at Przemyslowice.
That comes as no surprise.
What has happened?
My men reported 2 more attacks today.
Ah, Henry. I'm glad you're here. It seems like we'll have another task for you. Come and join us.
My lord.
Greetings, lad.
The bandits raided a few remote hamlets, but that's the least of our worries. They also attacked Merhoyed, and that's a much more serious matter.
Merhoyed? Matthias is working there.
They attacked right after the battle in Przemyslowice. Bastards were probably trying to prove they're still strong. But there's a silver lining. The villagers held them off, and they even took 1 captive. He's wounded, but we can still interrogate him.
Your Graces, I hope I'm not intruding.
On the contrary, Master Tobias. Unlike Bernard,
that guy.
you are the bearer of good tidings. Or so I gather from the coin you carry. Tell me, how many groschen did we find in Przemyslowice?
My lord, I'm sorry, but my news is no better than Captain Bernard's. These coins are very good. That is to say, well-made facsimiles, as we call them.
What? I don't give a what you call them. I want to know what they're facking worth.
That's just it, sir. They're worth nothing.
Are you saying what I think you're saying, Master Tobias? This here
is just a pile of copper.
Kurva! Fuck!
Plated with silver, so it's still of some worth.
Kurva! Fuck!
Is it a lot of work to make such counterfeits, Master Tobias?
I should say so, sir. Highly demanding work. Especially to make such plausible forgeries. They would need a well-hidden foundry, several craftsmen, and a source of material.
But they could just be brought in from somewhere else, could they not?
Well, they could, but then again, the silver mines are nearby, and these groschen seem freshly minted, so...
So we are facing a foe who has almost limitless sources of coin. That's all we need.
Doppeltel.
Well, gentlemen, it's clear what we have to do. Interrogate that captive bandit, find out their numbers, and promptly cut off their supply of money. Otherwise, they'll soon have another encampment.
If they haven't already.
I doubt it, sir. Merhoyed wouldn't have been able to hold them off if they did.
Well, lad, I said we'd have work for you, but it never crossed my mind there would be this much. You've already proved your worth as an investigator, so I'm putting my faith in you again. Go to Merhoyed and question that captive. Find out where those brigands are hiding, how many there are, and what they're planning. And while you're at it, see if you can find some clues as to where this counterfeit coin is coming from.
Very well, sir.
Good luck. We're counting on you. All of us. Come report to me as soon as you know anything. I'll be at the lookout point near Talmberg.
Okay, and that's where Soradzik moves to for the other DLC quest also, so he stays there. Interrogate the captive in Merhoyed. Yeah, DLC quest is just walking away from me. Basically, what's the blue marker on the compass is. But I wanted to see where Sedivish is. Is he at Talmberg? No. Why isn't Sedivish at Talmberg? There's a new DLC quest here, but there should be... This is the... See, like in the woods on the way there still, because it's real time how it moves. And they can go to Przemyslowice, Scarlets, Rovna. This is a DLC quest? Still don't know which one that is. Ah, that might be the second part of the Women's Lot DLC. Also, yes, another quest giver that I've been told about. I totally forgot that Merhoyet was named in the beginning as one of the places where one of our friend lives. And if I wouldn't have forgotten that, I would have searched Merhoyet and abandoned all other quests on its way because Matthias is there. But we'll find out during that quest, whenever we do that. But we're supposed to go for Divish for that stupid other DLC quest. This is the one that I'm interested about. If you're not sure where to find him, look for the whatever icon. From the ashes. Okay, it's like, okay, the broken down village with palisades kind of deal. So not this one. That's Band of Bastards DLC. Why is Sir Divish not in Tarnberg? Is Sir Divish in Pribyslavitz? No. Maybe I need to go back to Pribyslavitz once? I really would like to do that DLC quest next. Maybe I'll check between episodes where to find him. So we'll see us next time in either Merhoyet, going after the next part of the main quest, because we want to meet Sir Hans Capon again. Definitely want to meet him again, but he might be that one. And afterwards, and if it's the case that Sir Divish is somewhere already and we can find him and look that up, then I'll meet you there, probably in Tarnberg.
You're not averse to a bit of profit, are you?
What's it about?
An offer you can't refuse.
I don't know.
Look here.
No, just...
Very wise too. I'm only...
All right.
As you wish.
I'm sorry, I didn't think I would have to speak here. Yeah. The Side-Eye? The second in the line of the demonic playing dice? I want to know what that quest about. But I don't want to be involved in demon worshipping. Whatever. Let's haggle because it's a demon thing. Oh, I can't haggle with the not normal merchants. Okay. We got another playing die. I still don't know how die changing works. So, we meet us here because I want to instill a new tradition. Every time that I end an episode at a bed, we're first gonna read something before the episode ends. And this time it will be answering the questions that we all have in our heart as the most important question of them all. How good meat is brewed? And I went to Uschitz and went there to buy all the lore books so that we can do this. And by this we learn reading for in-game purposes, and also we learn about the lore for our purpose. And that's how I will end most episodes now. How good meat is brewed. You will need 2 masses of honey, 4 of water, a quarter mass of hops, a handful of sage, and a handful of bread yeast. Heat the clean water such that you can put your hand in it without scalding it. Then mix well 2 masses of the water and 1 of honey, and strain the mixture through clean linen into a clean vessel. Boil it all for the time it takes you to cross a field thrice, and meanwhile remove the foam from the top with a perforated spoon or bowl. When it is boiled and without foam, pour it into a clean cask and cover it so no steam escapes, and let it cool until such time as you may stick your hand in it without pain. Then take a pot of half a mass in size and fill it up halfway with hops, add a handful of sage and boil it all together for as long as it will take you to walk 1 mile. Then add the fermented yeast and mix it in to start the fermentation and cover it such that vapors may escape. Leave it thus 1 day and night, and then strain the meat through a clean cloth. Leave it to ferment for 3 days and nights, adding more fermented yeast each evening. Let it rest for 8 days, and afterwards pour it into a resin-coated cask. Then leave it for another 8 weeks to stand, and only afterwards drink it, for it is done. And meat tastes bad. Matt, do you say meat or Matt? I think meat. You Americans and British people with the EA, sometimes it's here and sometimes it's bear. Can't you decide on one pronunciation? Or use 2 different ways to describe it? And Matt, meat tastes best after 8 weeks. And that is how good meat is brewed. And after reading it, the book will always go into this chest to all the other books that we read, where there also are the other books that the other skill books that I already read. Every time I see one at a merchant, I buy it, I read it. It's nothing in them. So I read Hercules and His Diet, and Agile as a Weasel 2, and Agile as a Weasel 4. And they're here to remind me which we had and which we didn't. Strange that the asterisk at the maps doesn't disappear. So, okay. This was the beginning of a new tradition. See you tomorrow.